effortlessly. I now give the floor to the representative of the Syrian Arab Republic.
سيد الرئيس بداية
Madam President, I congratulate you on assuming the presidency of the Council this month, and I also congratulate the new members of the Council. We stand ready to work with you and to provide you with the latest developments on the situation in Syria. Madam President, given the participation of the new members for the first time in a Council meeting on the Syria chemical file, I would like to repeat some of the main elements on this issue. 1. The government of the Syrian Arab Republic condemns the use of chemical weapons anywhere, at any time, by anyone, and under any circumstances. We have never used any type of these prohibited weapons or any toxic chemicals, despite the challenges faced by the Syrian army and its allies as a result of the crimes committed by terrorist groups and their sponsors. 2. Syria decided in 2013 to join the Chemical Weapons Convention. We have cooperated with the United Nations and the OPCW to eliminate our chemical weapon stocks and production facilities. We completed this process in a record time in mid-2014, as confirmed in multiple relevant reports. 3. While the Syrian government has cooperated with the OPCW and fulfilled its obligations under the convention, some Western countries have continued to spread lies and wage a disinformation and pressure campaign to adopt resolutions and create illegal mechanisms, such as the IIT. This is a clear politicization and distortion of the technical work of the OPCW and another example of the hostile policies adopted by these Western countries against Syria. As a result of these practices, the reports of the Technical Secretariat and its teams have become part and parcel of the hostile campaign against Syria, thus undermining the work of the organization and its credibility and professionalism. 4. The Syrian Foreign Minister sent on the 10th of December 2021 a letter to the Director General of the OPCW explaining the position of the Syrian government regarding the reports of the Technical Secretariat and the inaccurate information it contains, which have become a basis for the baseless accusations against Syria within the decision-making bodies of the OPCW. I have also sent a letter to the High Representative for Disarmament Affairs explaining our concerns. The Foreign Minister made clear in his letter that despite our disappointment by the erroneous approach, the unbalanced approach of the OPCW, Syria will continue to cooperate constructively with the Technical Secretariat and its teams. Madam President, regarding cooperation between Syria and the OPCW, the focal points on the two sides continue preparations for the meeting between the Foreign Minister and the Director General of the OPCW to agree on an agenda for the meeting to discuss all issues comprehensively. 2. The tripartite agreement has been extended for 6 months until the 30th of June 2022. Syria has presented its 97th monthly report on the 16th of November, or rather December 2021. The Syrian government facilitated the 8th round of inspections of the Barzah and Jamraya facilities of the Syrian Scientific Studies and Research Center. Syria also facilitated the deployment of the FFM to continue investigations into the incidents that occurred in the Hama Governorate in 2017. These investigations have yet to be completed, even though 5 years have passed since terrorist groups used chemical weapons there. This begs the question, why would the organization drag its feet on investigating the use of chemical weapons by terrorist groups such as ISIL and al-Nusra Front? Why would the organization cover up these incidents even though they were confirmed in multiple UN reports? The U.S. representative provided information regarding these investigations, even though no report has been issued on these investigations. This shows the politicization of the issue. It shows that certain members are trying to jump into conclusions before the end of the investigation. Regarding the visit by the DAT to hold the 25th round of consultations, we confirm that we have welcomed the visit by the DAT and we have asked for one of its members to be replaced. We have also welcomed the proposal to hold limited meetings in The Hague. However, the meeting was not held because the Technical Secretariat refused to fund the meeting. Therefore, I find it strange that the U.S. representative said that it was Syria that refused to attend that meeting. The DAT was established to assist the Syrian government. It is not an investigative team. It does not have the mandate to evaluate any information. This is why Syria has not blocked any of the 24 rounds of consultations held over 8 years. The latest report of the Director General includes a correction of the information contained in previous report regarding the issuance of visas to the DAT. The report clarifies that this issue is related to only one member and not the team as a whole. This shows once again that the information provided by Syria is accurate and credible. The fact that two teams, the teams I referred to earlier, visited Syria within less than 1 month shows the high level of cooperation between Syria and the OPCW. It also refutes any accusations that Syria is obstructing the work of the Technical Secretariat and is refusing to issue visas to its members. Madam President, regarding references to the 2 chlorine cylinders related to the alleged Duma incident, my country rejects all attempts to distract attention from the Israeli attack on one declared facility. The attack led to the destruction of the 2 cylinders, which represent a physical evidence of the attack. Israel claimed responsibility for the attack, as confirmed by its Minister of Intelligence and by multiple media reports. Israel therefore must be condemned, not only for this attack, but for all other attacks on Syria's sovereignty, most recently the attack on Latakia's commercial port a few days ago. Israel must be condemned and held accountable for its occupation of the Syrian Golan and for its continued illegal settlement activities. Madam President, in closing, Syria rejects any attempts to question the Syrian declaration and Syria's cooperation with the OPCW and its Technical Secretariat. We reject any baseless accusations that rely on erroneous information and any attempts to jump into conclusions based on misinterpretations and probabilities without relying on accurate physical evidence. Some of the technical issues discussed between the Syrian National Authority and the Technical Secretariat are subject to multiple and varying scientific interpretations. They must be discussed and examined in detail, and they cannot be settled hastily or selectively. Thank you.
I thank